everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Let's Talk Toys, where we not only unbox toys, we also talk about them. So I'm Nikki De Guzman. Basically, I'm a news anchor in the Philippines, but I'm an all-around geeky toy collector at heart. So some of you may know na post ako ng isang video sa YouTube channel ko. And it was just one video. It was just a video answering lahat ng Q&A ng mga tao sa Instagram. So I don't know if you can even call it a vlog. But since then, down to this very day, the day before I filmed this freaking vlog, people still ask me to revive the vlog and actually vlog about something. So many things have changed since then. My hair, for one, but not my love of toys. So this is now a full-on YouTube channel. So siyempre, I would ask you guys to like the video and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell para wala kayong ma-miss na content from this channel. So, fitting only that for our very first vlog, we go with something super close to my heart and we go with something big. Now, I'm talking about one of the newest masterpieces from XM Studios. What we'll show you is a prototype pa lang kasi wala pang production pieces out there, but it is open for pre-order, and this is based off one of the most well-known, one of the most influential comic books out there, and this is Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. So why do I say influential? Kasi I've always believed that it was this comic book that started the more nuanced storytelling when it comes to comic books, most especially sa Batman storylines. If you read it now, maybe it's not going to feel as influential, but that is again because of how much it has influenced creators and writers through generations since it being released before in 1986 pa. So what we see here is an older, grumpier Batman who has just come out of retirement after 20 years because wala nang protector, wala nang heroes left to protect Gotham. Heroes at some point become a problem in society, diba? If we're gonna be real. So that's exactly what happened in this world. So ayun, comic book writers started adapting to the growing sophistication of their readers since this comic book. So first we have the box. It's pretty simple. You have there the Bat logo, Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. Then you have here DC. Then to the sides, XM Studios. Pretty big, but not super big. Just right. Opening up the box, you see here the first layer. And what do we have? We have Batman's cowl connected to his cape. Look at that, you can already see the texturing. Amazing. And then you've got his hands, basically his gauntlets. Those actually look sharp. And then you've got your trusty cardboard that ensures you have all those parts inside. Right here we have the second layer. Obviously, that's the base. You see a gargoyle-looking statue right there. That's Batman's body. The bust already attached to the legs. And here, ooh, we have a switch out holding a harpoon rifle. Nice to know that there are only a couple of pieces to this statue, which means it'll be a pretty easy build. So we're gonna begin putting the pieces together and actually assembling this. We'll go with the body muna.
The body.
So since this is a prototype, I'm not sure kung sa production piece we'll get these magnetic or ganito pa rin na may peg inside. But I think mas safe kasi kung ganun, especially pag ganito kabigat. So there, okay? And then let's put on the mask, the cowl and the cape. There. There. Yan. Do you see that? Looks magnificent already, even without arms. Remember this piece? I think it goes here. So with the arms, you can go with the normal na hands. Here. How do you
A few moments later.
So for this first look, we're sporting 2 leather gauntlets. We'll make use of the switch outs later on. There. So again, this is a 1/4 version of the statue. You can also avail a 1/6, a slightly smaller version of it, but it's supposed to look exactly the same as this one. Let's focus first on the base. I like how it's painted in a way to resemble steel. Maybe is that oxidation or rust that I see? Painted very effectively. And here we see the pillars. Let's move on to the stones here. Painted nicely as well. Look like rocks. Let's look at the texture of the costume itself. The logo looks amazing. It's like it's real leather. Look at that. And then, look at those rips in the fabric. Looks like it's tattered, worn from battle. Look at the details of his utility belt. I like how there's a mixture of all sorts of fabric here, and yet everything is made of polystone resin. Let's take a look at the face. Look at those teeth. They look like real teeth. What the heck? Okay, let's move on to here. Well, we have the knuckles. They're also battle damaged. We have here the chain we connected on earlier. It's magnetized. At the back, let's take a look at the texture of the cape. Look at that detail. It's like the cape has pores. Again, it's connected to the cowl, which makes it all the more easy to put on. Okay, so now you've seen the first look, pero it has one switch out though. So pwede siyang mag 2 looks. And personally, if I were to display this, I'd use this other switch out hand. This is the one with the rifle. Kasi this harpoon rifle is actually very significant to Batman because I would say that this is the precursor to the grappling gun. Now, Batman always uses grapple guns nowadays. It's not as popular as batarangs, pero it's a staple now. And this was one of the prototypes for that. He first used this during his battle with Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, in The Dark Knight Returns when he was about to bomb Gotham Twin Towers. So, ito yung ginamit niya. And here we have the second look. I personally prefer this one. I like how that harpoon rifle makes it even more a conversation piece and ties it, you know, better to the comic book. Gives it more identity. Let's take a look at the harpoon rifle itself. So we have here the paint job that makes it look like it's wood. XM Studios is pretty good at that. That's the tip. Let's look at the stitchings on the strap. Look at that. There. Alright, I think we've already taken a good look at it. Again, I personally prefer this one over the first look. But that's just me. Alright, so this is his second look. Wouldn't you agree na it makes it a better conversation piece now with a harpoon rifle? I also love how the Dark Knight Returns comic book influenced a lot of the movies we have on Batman. Si Zack Snyder. I mean, look at that Bat logo right there. That's Batflex. Another thing is, well, apart from the glorious splash pages of the comic, the most iconic thing about it still is the definitive Batman versus Superman fight. I mean, Frank Miller even had to defend himself, saying na hindi siya Superman hater because of how much he depicted Superman being beat up by Batman, and an old Batman at that. So, dun kinuha ni Zack Snyder yung BVS Dawn of Justice fight. Not the Martha part, though.
Why did you say that name?
I'm pretty sure there are a lot more that I haven't pointed out. But, ayun, this has been such an influential comic book storyline for Batman and for DC. In a nutshell, my thoughts on this would be, it's pretty easy to assemble. Assembly was a breeze kasi 6 pieces lang. So you don't need to be an experienced statue collector to be able to assemble this one. Kaya nga wala siyang manual eh. Next, paint job and sculpt is, it's perfect, more than perfect. Its size, it's really big and it's heavy. So medyo nahirapan ako. Right now when it's built, hindi ko to kayang kargahin. Kaya ko lang piece by piece, ganon. But overall, it's impressive, it's massive, and sobrang ganda niyang idagdag sa collection niya sa house. Hey, you're still here! To you who is watching, thank you so much for staying until the end of the video. Again, this is our very first vlog, so patawarin niyo po lahat ng mga pagkukulang at pagkakamali. Please like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's do this again, and let's talk toys.